Okay, this level right here was very tricky for me to figure out. This one took me quite a handful of tries to figure out how to do this level within 10 shots or less. So I just kind of just shot like 4 right here on the left, and then I went to the right and did the rest of my shots right here. So like 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I have to think about this part for a little bit right there. So that's 10 shots right there. It said 10 shots or fewer, so that's my 10 shots right there. And you can actually walk diagonally across a tile like that. And that's how you do that level right there. It's a very tricky level to figure out. And this one right here, also kind of tricky. You have to do this within a minimal time of 10 touches of these like moving blocks. It's very tricky, while also trying to not get hit by this dragon, the golden dragon. So I grabbed that mushroom so I don't die against this dragon. And you can see that there were some hesitations, because I was trying to think about what my next move was going to be. But then I figured it out, so that's the level right there. And this level right here, you have to try not to get caught by any of the Shy Guys. This one's tricky, because if your headlight is on, then those Shy Guys will see you, even if you're behind them. Fortunately, using the pointer to freeze them will prevent them from not seeing you, which makes getting past those guys easier. This is the easiest level, because you can just cheat with the pointer, and there you go. That's the easiest secret objective in the entire game. This one right here, you have to complete the level with all 4 clones, which is sometimes hard, because when all of your clones are like spread apart, then it can be really easy to lose a clone from like a fuzzy or something like that. Make sure you're using a wall to kind of align yourself, like this. And then this is where things get a little bit tricky. This is probably the hardest part right here, because you only have so much room in order to get through this very last part, but there you go. That's how you get past this part right here. This one right here is not particularly... like, it's not hard to figure out, but it is pretty hard to, like, try and execute through this. Because you have to use the charging chuck in order to defeat those mud guys. Again, you can't just shine light on them because it doesn't defeat them that way. So this part right here, you can also use a bird to defeat the mud guys like that. And then just go ahead and continue luring this charging chuck over to this part right here where you have so many of these guys right here. There are also turnips that you could use to defeat these guys as well, but using the charger truck is much more efficient. That's all of them right there, but then there's also more guys right over here, and these ones you have to use the birds in order to defeat these. And this part right here gets very tricky, especially when you're small. Fortunately, I didn't run into too many issues, but then I tried to get the 1-up and got hit in the process. So once again, trying to defeat the mud guys using the birds. It's pretty tough sometimes. Got 3 more. 1 more. 1 more. Shouldn't be that hard. There we go. And that's the end. And that's how you defeat all the mud guys. They're the mud troopers. Now this level right here, this level as a level itself, I hate it. But fortunately, it does have a pretty simple objective. As long as you don't die, which is to get 190 coins. And there are quite a lot of coins when doing this level, because finding all the hidden coins is key. Throwing a vegetable does give you a coin. Grab that coin stack right there. And then you can also defeat these piranha plants using this key in order to grab yourself another coin. The only reason to grab that key is to get that gem right there, which I've already gotten, so I didn't really bother with that one. And then we get to the end here, where there's a few coins here at the end that are hidden. And then you can also defeat the Magic Koopas using the cannons to get yourself a few coins each. But then we're also missing a way to get these coins right here, and that's simply using those moving guys in order to get into this part right here, and that is the level. So I just beat the level, and then we're going to be moving on to the next level right here. This one. Oh man, again, this is another one of those levels where, like, as a stage itself, I don't like, but the secret objective is pretty simple. Just go to the end, and you'll find that gold shroom right there. This one right here can be tricky to figure out, but then once you figure it out, it's not so bad. So, you do have to do this level within a minimum of 6 touches, so you gotta move these things a total of 6 times, which is not too tricky to figure out here. There we go. Alright, and then this one right here, find a gold shroom. So you just simply fall down here to the blue part, and then fall down over here to the bottom center, and then try to kind of balance yourself on as the thing is rotating. So that way you can get to the part where the gold shroom is at. And then right here is another one. It's another gold shroom objective. You just go to the end, and you'll find a hidden gold shroom on the one part that you use to have a spike break open like a barrier. And then this one's another coin objective. This one is not so hard. You just have to take every single path within the level in order to get all the coins. But then the tricky part is not to pass over this part right here, because this part right here has quite a lot of coins, which is crucial in order to complete this coin objective. Try to avoid these magmas or blargs. Apparently they have 2 different names. In Mario World they're called blargs, but they're called magmas in the modern games. Here's another coin objective. This one is really hard, as you have to get the coins while also trying not to fall too far behind with the level sinking in the lava. So this one took me a few tries when I first did this. Also, make sure you grab those hidden coins as well. I believe the magic number to look for is 200. You gotta make sure you find 200 coins. Grab a mushroom right there if you're already big, and get 10 extra coins, which will further help you. And that's 200 coins right there. And then there's more coins up forward, but I decided not to show that because you can just go to the end as soon as you have all the rest of the coins. This level is probably the hardest. Has probably the hardest coin objective in my opinion, because you have to get like 200 and something coins, and in order to actually succeed in this coin objective is you have to find 2 hidden gold mushrooms, and they're really hard to find if you're not like observative with exploring. I mean, what makes this level really hard to like find coins is you're constantly worrying about Wingo, the bird here, trying not to blow you off. So it's a really annoying level. So I found the 2 hidden gold shrooms. So now I just need to find the rest of the coins, which is not too hard. So yeah, I just defeat those moles. And that is all of the coins right there, and then the rest is the boss fight. I'm not gonna show the boss fight again; it takes too long. And now that's all the objectives of episode 3, and now here we are doing the objectives in episode 4. Now I actually found out when looking into the levels of this game that these levels are actually, well, these levels are different in this version of Captain Toad, but the Wii U version, instead of these Mario Odyssey levels, you have levels from 3D World, Mario 3D World. And I don't have the Wii U version. Maybe eventually I might show off the Wii U versions, but then that's only 4 levels that are different in Captain Toad. So I don't know how worth it is to show those off. The first level there was a coin objective. This one right here, you have to defeat all the enemies. It takes so long to defeat all the enemies right here. So that's one Hammer Bro. Then you have to go to the other side. This is a reason why it takes so long to defeat the enemies, because you can't defeat the other Hammer Bro unless you take the underground passageway. And then you gotta go ahead and defeat these piranha plants. Figuring out how to defeat these piranha plants isn't like the most obvious. You do have to time falling down, as they're not against a wall when you fall down. And then defeat that Hammer Bro right there, and that is all the enemies right there. So very few enemies, but they take so long to get to. This one's another tricky objective, as you do have to try and not lose a single clone while doing this, and that's really hard to do. There are several parts where it's like really hard to like see where you're at, and it's also like really tough to kind of adjust yourself so that way the clones are not too far apart away from you, to ensure that you're not going to lose a clone. But yeah, that's a very hard one. Fortunately, we got through that just fine. And then now we get to objectives that are, well, basically the rest of these are like coin objectives, and these coin objectives are really annoying when you have to also consider bringing these toads with you, as if the toads get hit, then you die with them, and it's really annoying. Okay, so you have to get 90 coins right there, and finding the gold shroom is mandatory in order to complete that objective. Basically, a lot of these coin objectives, finding the gold shroom is pretty much mandatory. If you're doing a coin objective and you go through the whole level finding out that you're 50 coins short, then that most likely means that a gold shroom is required, and you have to try and find it somewhere. And it's so annoying because some of the gold shrooms are hidden, and you have to use a headlight. You have to use your headlight in order to find the gold shrooms. So use that key to find this toad, along with getting a few coins there. And then a few more coins if you go through that little inner part there. And then when you get to this higher part, you can grab that mushroom for 10 coins if you're big. And then grab those set of coins. And then here, when you get to the end, you can grab that coin stack, as well as that gold shroom. And that's how you're going to complete this coin objective right here. So just beat the rest of the level. And that is that. And now we get to this one. And this one, I had to look up how to do this objective because, once again, a gold shroom is required in order to do this level. And it took me a long time to find the gold shroom. And surely enough, to find the gold shroom, it's in the same place as the regular version of this level. And I just didn't think about that. It's one of those things where, like, this game is really tricky if you're not very good at solving puzzles. There have been several instances throughout this LP where Danielle's done a much better job at solving puzzles than me, as I am not a very good puzzle solver when it comes to games in general. So grab that right there, and then this is the part where it took me a long time. So like 30 minutes later, the gold shroom is right there, and I just didn't think about that, as it was in the same spot as, it was in the same spot as the regular version of that level. And then now here we are back to this level, where this time you have to collect even more coins, while also taking into consideration that you have to lead the toads with you. This level's so annoying. This level took me 30 minutes to complete, mainly because this level's hard, not because I struggled finding anything. It's really annoying. That key is required in order to find a toad, which you need in order to complete this level. Freezing the Magic Koopa in place when you're trying to do something is very helpful. Now, of course, it's really overpowered when I'm like freezing enemies in place while trying to get through something easier. But you know, if the game gave me access to do that, then you know, I shouldn't complain too much. Plus, this is my first time doing these levels anyway. Well, technically second if I'm revisiting these levels, but you get the idea. So I'm still missing a few coins. And it is much easier when you reach the 4 platform. It is much easier to leave the toads at the 4 platform. They're not going to follow you anymore once you guide them to the 4 platform. So just do that. That way the Magic Koopas will never bother the toads at all. And so now we no longer have to deal with getting toads. But instead now we have to go through these levels while being chased by a mummy. And again, all these levels right here are coin objectives. And so you have to worry about collecting coins while also being chased by the mummy toad. So there are like several instances where you're seeing me wait for these flip panels to activate again. And that's boring. So I just cut straight to where the next few coins are. And these next coins are towards the end. So you want to go ahead and go around the level, grab these coins, while also trying to be careful not to fall off. And there we go. And now here we have to try and get all these coins while trying not to get hit by those mushroom guys, and also not trying to fall off from these donut platforms, and also while not trying to be while being chased by the mummy toad. So a lot of things to worry about here in this level, which can be kind of stressful depending on how you see it. It's not too bad, especially like if you want to do this in one go, you don't have to worry about collecting gems or anything like that. And then there's coins here at the end. Didn't have to worry about it because I had exactly enough coins. And here, this is the very last level of collecting secret objectives. I could show off the secret objectives in the special episode, but like I said, I'm not going to worry about those. They're not required in order to do the rest of the levels in the game. What Danielle and I really wanted to do in this LP was just do every level of the game. So while this isn't like a true 100% playthrough, we just wanted to show off every level. So I feel like that's like really like what we wanted to do in the end. So we have to collect all these coins right here. I think it's like 200 something coins that we have to collect. No, I think it's 190 or something like that. But as soon as we collect all these coins... Oh, actually, no, this is all the coins right here. No, 170. I think 170 is the amount that we had to collect. But there we go. That is all the secret objectives. So now we should have 3 more levels of the bonus episode to do. And then as soon as we complete those 3 levels and a new level gets unlocked, but I complete the secret objective of those levels, and then that's basically the rest of the game. So with that being said, next time Danielle and I are going to be taking on the rest of the levels in the game. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.